Hey guys, it's Zeke. Welcome back to another video. Today, I am continuing reading the adventures of Zeke and his intelligence unit, book 3, so let's get on to it. Chapter 41. I get seen on a call. Mysterious person's perspective. After they come back to the district, the 5 of them get another call that says that something happened at Zeke's house. So I watch as Mariah and the team head to my house. When I head to Zeke's house. When I arrive a little bit after they do, I see that Mrs. Cappuccino has fallen and can't get up. So Mariah, Jake, Cohen, and Molly go and help her into an ambulance and take her to a hospital to check for any broken bones. After they do that, Mariah spots a mysterious person among the crowd, but she ignores it. After they're done with their call, they head back to the district. When they get back, Voight meets them and tells them that they can take a day off. So the 5 of them head home. Jake, Cohen, and Molly head to Zeke's house, while Mariah and Bob go over to Mariah's house. They then stay the night. Next morning, Mariah and Bob go over to Zeke's old house to watch Jason and Lexi while Jake, Cohen, and Molly go do some things. When they get there, Mariah says, "Hello, Jason and Lexi." They say hello back. Molly then says, "Thank you for being able to watch them." "You're welcome," says Mariah. So Mariah and Bob play with them. While Jason and Lexi play with Bob, Mariah starts to research medicinal herbs. Then Jake, Cohen, and Molly come back. Then Voight calls, and he wants Mariah, Bob, Jake, and Molly to come to the district. Chapter 42. Going back to the district. Mysterious person's perspective continued. A while later, I decide to visit my old house. When I get there, when I get to the district, I go inside. When I walk in, everybody is shocked to see me. So I just wave a little bit and then head up to intelligence. When I walk in, Mariah, Voight, Jake, and Molly all turn around and are dumbfounded by what they see. Chapter 43, Explanation Part 1. When the 4 of them turn around, they're completely dumbfounded when they see me, Deputy Zeke Young, standing there. "It's good to be back," I say. Then finally, breaking a moment of silence, Mariah says, "I can't believe it. It's actually you, Zeke. I thought you were long dead. You scared me, and you scared a lot of people who thought you were dead." Then Voight says, "She's right, Zeke. You did scare us because we thought you were dead." Mariah then asks, "How did you manage to make everyone think you were dead?" I then tell them it's very complicated. "At first, you know that mysterious person you saw on your last call?" "Yeah, what about it?" asks Mariah. "Well, that mysterious person was me." "Okay," she says. So I continue. I'm sure you all want to know how I'm alive. The day I got shot was Tuesday, April 1st at 2 p.m. When I got shot, Mariah rushed me to the hospital to Chicago Med. Right, Mariah? Yes, I did, she says. I then continue. After we arrived at the hospital, doctors took me in, but it turns out I wasn't actually really shot because I was wearing a bulletproof vest, which anybody who's a cop should wear if they're doing something that could get them hurt. And since the day that I got shot was April 1st, I decided to play a little joke for everyone. It was a stupid joke, but a joke nonetheless. So I used a decoy myself that I had in my closet for months, like an inflatable. So I told the doctors about my plan. They told me that it was risky, but they went along with it, including telling everybody that I didn't make it. I then switched myself with a decoy, and while the doctor was telling you guys that I died, I went out the back exit. After I left, I stayed a couple nights at a hotel. Then on my third day, I go to my own funeral. I go get my name changed and get a new identity. Then I go into hiding. After I came back from being in hiding, I went to my old house to grab some stuff. After that, I arrived here at the district. That's a lot, but we're still mad at you for lying to us and thinking you're dead, they say. I then asked Voight, am I still a deputy? I'll think about it, he says. Mariah then says, maybe me, Zeke, and Bob Jr. can go on a road trip to go see the people who think he's dead, and he can explain everything to them and apologize, and we can drive back here when you decide if Zeke can still be deputy. That sounds like a good idea, says Voight. Chapter 44, Visiting Natalie. The three of us then head to Mariah's house to pack up. After we pack up, we take our new squad car. First stop we make is to a Walmart. After a few minutes of shopping, we run into Mr. O'Gorman, and he's very shocked to see me. He then says, Zeke, I thought you died. It's a long story, but I faked my death again, I tell him. After I tell him the story, he somewhat understands, and we have to say goodbye and head down the road. On the way, I can tell that Mariah is clearly still mad at me. So I tell her, Mariah, I'm very, very sorry for lying to you. It's not what partners do. I'm going to accept your apology for now, but I'm still mad at you, she says. Then we arrive at Natalie's house. When we get there, we knock on the door. When Nat opens the door, she stumbles back, almost falling to the floor in surprise when she sees me. Zeke, I thought you died. How are you alive? She asks. I tell her, it's a long, complicated story. So we all go into the living room. In there, I tell Natalie everything that happened, including how I'm alive. After I explain it, I ask, would it be alright if we could stay for a couple nights? Sure, she says. So we go unpack, and I then tell Nat, I wanted to tell you that I'm very, very sorry for lying to you, and for saying I was dead. It's okay, said Nat. After I apologized, we all decided to go shopping. We then buy some food, water, clothes, and cat things. After we go shopping, we head back to Nat's house. When we get there, we then go to bed. The next morning, we get all of our things packed up, and I ask Nat, I had an idea. Would you like to come with us and stay a while in Chicago? Sure, says Natalie. So the four of us head down the road. Chapter 45, visiting Uncle Tim and Aunt Christy. While we're heading down the road, I hear Nat ask Mariah, are you going to tell him how you feel about him? I will when the time is right, says Mariah. I figure they are not talking about me, but they probably are. After a couple of hours of driving, we arrive at Uncle Tim and Aunt Christy's house. Shout out to Uncle Tim and Aunt Christy. They're the best uncle and aunt and uncle ever. Along with my other aunt and uncle, Uncle Tom and Aunt Linda. We go up and knock on the door. When we open the door, both of them are very surprised to see me. They say it's been a long time since we've seen the four of you, and Zeke, we thought you were dead. I then ask them, can we come in? Yes, please, come in, they say. So we all sit down and take turns explaining how I'm alive so I don't have to explain everything. When they finally understand, I tell them that I'm very sorry that I lied. Then we get a call from Boyd, so we say goodbye. Then we head back down the road. Chapter 46, heading back to Chicago. While heading back down the road, back to Chicago, Illinois, we stop to go shopping. So we stop at a Walmart. When we go inside, we do some shopping for the usual. After about 10 minutes of shopping, we run into Miss Jess, aka Miss Walnut, is what I call her for a nickname. We then say hi, and she asks me, who are your friends with you? I tell her, this is my partner, Mariah. You should remember her. We're both deputies in the Chicago Police Department, and this is our police cat, Bob Jr. And last but not least, this is my beautiful cousin, Natalie. Surely you must remember Mariah from school. You were somewhat a teacher in Miss Macking's room, like a ed tech. Yes, I remember, she says. I then tell Miss Jess that we have to go, so we say goodbye and head down the road. We then find a hotel to spend the night at, and we all go to sleep. Next morning, we all head down the road. We decide to stop at Mount Rushmore. When we get there, we see Star and David walking around. We say hi, and David seems very shocked to see me. He says, Zeke, my homie, I thought you were dead, bro. I then tell them, it's a complicated story. They then say, okay. We then get a call from Sergeant Voight, so we say goodbye and tell them the story later. So we drive to Chicago. When we arrive, we find Voight in the intelligence unit. When we meet him, he says, I've come up with an answer about your deputyship. I've decided that you can still be a deputy. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it, I say. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll be back with part 3. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and please check out my other channel, Zeke Young's NASCAR diecast reviews, if you're interested in NASCAR. Peace.